This video was made possible thanks to the Pump Station Nurtury. Come visit us at 2727 Main Street in Santa Monica, California. You can also visit our website, pumpstation.com.
Hello, this is Adam, the car seat tech with infant, toddler, youth, and baby gear expert at the Pump Station Nurtury. And in this video, we're going to show you on the Cybex Callisto G rotating car seat how to do a latch installation. Now, before you install it, you always want to read the manual of your car seat so that way you know how it's going to operate in your specific vehicle. One installation is not the same in every car. You should also know that the latch limit on this car seat does have a weight limit. So if you're doing rear facing, you can use the latch as long as the child is under 30 pounds. And when they're front facing, they have to be under 35 pounds. So if they are either of those weight limits, if they're above them, then you need to switch this to a seatbelt installation to ensure a proper and safe use of the car seat for your little one. All right, let's get started. Now, the first thing we have to do is we have to release the latch connectors and the top tether from the car seat. On the Callisto, you can actually find both of those things under the chair here. So the top tether has this hook that you're going to disconnect. And the latch connectors, you can remove them by pushing the red button, and they are going to slide out of their storage compartment. There we go. Now, the first thing we're going to have to attach is going to be our top tether. So the single strap that's coming out from the back of the car seat, this needs to be pushed over or under the headrest because that's where a tether point is. In my car specifically, the tether is located in the trunk. So I'm going to grab my tether hook. I'm going to slide it under the headrest. I'm going to connect it. And towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you where and how to connect it correctly. But for now, we need to attach it to ensure it's not stuck behind the car seat. All right. So next, we need to rotate the car seat to rear facing mode. There is a gray trigger that says pull. It's on both sides of the chair, so you only have to do one of them. You're going to squeeze the button, and we're going to go all the way to rear-facing mode. Once the car seat's in rear-facing mode, we need to make sure it's at the most upright position. So right on the front of the chair here, there's like an opening where you can get your fingers and hand. You're going to squeeze the gray trigger, and then that'll allow you to change the recline of the car seat. So like I said, we need to make sure it's at the most upright position. So I'm going to squeeze and hold and slide it upright. Now we are able to access our installation door. There's a gray button right on the center of the door. We're going to push the button to open it. And now we can prep our latch connectors to get fed through the car seat. So we're going to want to loosen the strap as much as possible. So find the gray button on the latch connector. You're going to squeeze the button, and that will allow us to loosen the strap. And we want to get it as loose as possible. So that way we have plenty of room to work with. So you're going to have the shorter latch on the outside, and the strap is going to go under, you're going to slide it under the door. So now you've got one connector on each side of the car seat. Where they are going to attach to are the latches in your vehicle. So make sure you know where the latches are. In my car, there is a gray button with a picture of a car seat. And right below the button, there's an opening in the fabric. And inside the opening is my metal latch bar. So I'm going to grab my latch connector. You want to make sure that it's not twisted or tangled or upside down. The strap should be flat and free, and the connector should be right side up. So it'll look like a whale or a staple head. You're going to push it onto the latch bar, and you're going to hear a clicking sound. There we are. We can do the same thing for the other side. Once both sides are connected, you want to pull on the tightening loop, and that is going to tighten up the whole thing altogether. So you don't have to tighten up each side one at a time. So make sure the strap is not twisted or tangled. You're going to pull on the tightening strap to get it nice and snug. And you want to make sure you do not over tighten. If you over tighten, it's going to make it difficult or impossible to close the installation door. So whenever you feel like you've got rid of as much of the slack as you need to, you're going to close the door on top of the latch strap. You're going to hear a clicking sound to let you know it's closed. And with one hand, grab it from either side of the car seat. You want to grab it near the latch connectors. And all you're looking for is an inch of movement. As long as the car seat does not slide more than an inch from side to side or front to back, then you know it's tight enough. So now we can go to the trunk and I'll show you how and where to connect the top tether. Okay, so here we are in my trunk. So as I said, directly behind the vehicle seat, there is a cover or a picture of a car seat, and right below it is our tether point. We need to make sure that the strap is not twisted or tangled and that the connector, the flap part, is facing outward. So you're gonna line it up, you're gonna click it in, flat part facing out, and then you're gonna pull on the top strap to tighten it. And this doesn't have to be super tight where it's like bending into your vehicle seat. You just want to get rid of all the loose slack as much as possible. Now, the tether is connected. All right, so now that our tether and our latches are connected properly, the installation is complete. Now remember, as I said at the beginning of the video, the latch does have a weight limit. So if your child is still using it rear facing, they have to be under 30 pounds. And if the car seat is front facing, they have to be at under 35 pounds. So rear facing, under 30 pounds, front facing, under 35 pounds. Seatbelt installation is the preferred method of Cybex, but as long as the child is under those weight limits, you can use the latches and the connectors.
Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to follow the Pump Station and Nurtury on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. All the details will be in the description below. See you in the next video.